Self-confidence and belief in one's abilities are not just admirable traits. They are essential for personal growth, professional success, and overall happiness. For women especially, in a world where societal expectations and external pressures can often undermine self-worth, cultivating inner belief becomes a daily priority. It is not something that magically appears overnight. It's a muscle that must be exercised consistently through daily actions, intentional self-talk, and deliberate challenges. Believing in oneself starts with recognizing personal value. This means understanding that your voice matters, your ideas are valid, and your dreams are worth pursuing. Too often, women are conditioned to second-guess their decisions or seek approval before taking action. But real growth begins when you stop waiting for permission and start affirming your own worth. You have the right to take up space, to share your thoughts confidently, and to chase your ambitions unapologetically. Small steps make a huge difference in building confidence. It could be as simple as making a decision without doubting yourself, speaking up in a meeting, or even just looking in the mirror and reminding yourself that you are capable and enough. Confidence is not about having all the answers or never feeling fear. It's about moving forward even when doubt whispers in your ear. It's about trusting that you'll figure things out as you go and that you're strong enough to handle both the wins and the setbacks. Believing in your abilities also means being kind to yourself when you make mistakes. Growth isn't linear, and setbacks are a part of every journey. Instead of letting failure define you, use it as a stepping stone. Reflect on what went wrong, learn from it, and get back up stronger. The more you do this, the more resilient and confident you become. Every experience adds to your strength. Nothing is wasted if you choose to learn from it. Another key part of developing self-confidence is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can either uplift you or drain you. Make sure your environments that encourage growth, not ones that make you feel small. Seek mentors, friends, and colleagues who believe in you and challenge you to be your best self. And equally important, distance yourself from those who constantly criticize or doubt your potential. Self-confidence also grows when you celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. Often, women tend to downplay their accomplishments, brushing them off as not a big deal. But every step forward deserves recognition. Whether it's completing a project, speaking up for yourself, or simply taking care of your mental health that day, acknowledge it. Give yourself credit. That internal recognition builds momentum and reinforces the belief that you are capable of great things. Belief in oneself isn't arrogance or ego. It's quiet assurance. It's the calm inner voice that says, I've got this, even when the situation is uncertain. It's knowing your value without needing constant validation. It's being grounded in who you are and owning your journey with all its twists and turns. At the end of the day, self-confidence is an ongoing practice. It's a choice you make every morning to believe in your power, to honor your truth, and to keep showing up for yourself no matter what. And as you keep choosing belief over doubt day after day, you'll notice not just how much you grow, but how much more unstoppable you become. Effective communication skills are one of the most powerful tools a woman can develop to enhance both her personal and professional life. The ability to express thoughts clearly, listen actively, and connect meaningfully with others is essential in building strong relationships, influencing decisions, and achieving goals. Communication is not just about talking. It's about creating understanding, establishing trust, and making sure your message lands in the way you intend. For many women, especially in environments where their voices have historically been overlooked or undervalued, developing strong communication skills is both an act of empowerment and a strategy for success. It begins with clarity, knowing what you want to say, why it matters, and how best to say it. Whether you're speaking in a meeting, writing an email, or having a difficult conversation with a loved one, being clear about your message is key. Listening is just as important as speaking. In fact, great communicators are often excellent listeners. Active listening means being fully present in a conversation, not just waiting for your turn to speak. It involves observing body language, picking up on tone, and showing genuine interest in what the other person is saying. When people feel heard, they feel valued. This opens the door for more honest dialogue, deeper connection, and mutual respect. Another important part of communication is understanding your audience. Tailoring your message to fit the situation and the person you're speaking with makes your words more effective. You might speak differently when presenting to a boardroom than you would when mentoring a younger colleague or comforting a friend. Being adaptable, yet authentic, is a sign of strong emotional intelligence and self-awareness, two qualities that enhance every conversation. Nonverbal communication also plays a major role. Your posture, your facial expressions, and eye contact all send messages before you even say a word. Confident body language, standing tall, making eye contact, and using gestures with purpose reinforces your spoken words and makes you appear more trustworthy and assertive. It's important to be mindful of what your body is communicating, especially in high-stakes situations where impressions matter. Assertiveness is another critical component of effective communication. This means being able to express your needs, opinions, and boundaries clearly without being aggressive or passive. It's about standing your ground while still respecting others. For women, developing assertiveness can be especially transformative as it allows them to advocate for themselves, negotiate fairly, and lead with confidence. Asking for what you deserve and voicing your ideas are all acts of communication that shape how others treat you and how you see yourself. Confidence in communication also grows with preparation and practice. Whether you're giving a speech or addressing a sensitive issue, taking time to organize your thoughts, anticipate questions, and rehearse can make a significant difference. The more you practice speaking clearly and with purpose, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll find that your voice carries more weight, and people begin to listen not just because you're speaking, but because you have something valuable to say. Feedback is another opportunity for communication growth. Learning how to give constructive feedback with kindness and how to receive it without defensiveness is a sign of maturity and openness. Embracing feedback allows you to keep improving your communication style and deepen your relationships with those around you. In a world where words can inspire change, close gaps, and open doors, the ability to communicate effectively is a daily skill worth refining. Every conversation is a chance to connect, to lead, and to make your presence felt. And when you communicate with intention, honesty, and clarity, you begin to shape not only how others see you, but how powerfully you show up in every space you enter. Emotional intelligence is one of the most valuable qualities a person can develop, especially for women navigating the complexities of modern life. It is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, while also being able to understand and influence the emotions of others. Unlike IQ, which remains relatively fixed, emotional intelligence can be nurtured and improved daily. It's a quiet strength that often goes unnoticed, yet it plays a huge role in how we handle relationships, make decisions, and respond to challenges. At its core, emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. This means being in tune with your own emotions, being able to name what you're feeling and understand where those feelings are coming from. When you can recognize your emotions as they arise, you are less likely to be controlled by them. For example, instead of lashing out in anger or shutting down in sadness, someone with high emotional intelligence will pause, reflect, and respond in a way that's thoughtful and constructive. Self-regulation is the next important layer. Life is full of stress, unexpected events, and emotionally charged situations. Emotional intelligence allows you to stay grounded and calm during these moments. It's about having control over your impulses, resisting the urge to react immediately, and making choices based on your values rather than temporary emotions. This kind of control builds inner peace and resilience. It helps you navigate conflict with grace and keeps you focused on solutions rather than problems. Another key element is empathy. This is the ability to step into someone else's shoes and truly feel what they might be feeling. Empathy is not about agreeing with someone, but about understanding them. It's what allows us to connect deeply with others, to offer support, and to build trust. For women, who are often natural caregivers and nurturers, empathy can be a powerful tool in leadership, parenting, friendships, and even in business. It creates emotional safety in relationships, allowing others to feel seen and valued. Social skills also fall under the umbrella of emotional intelligence. These are the skills that help you communicate effectively, resolve conflict, and maintain strong relationships. Emotionally intelligent individuals are often great listeners, thoughtful speakers, and compassionate leaders. They are able to sense the mood of a room, adjust their approach accordingly, and bring people together through kindness and understanding. This doesn't come from being overly agreeable, it comes from emotional insight and confidence. Particularly internal motivation is also part of emotional intelligence. It's about being driven by purpose rather than external rewards. Emotionally intelligent women often stay focused on their goals, even when things get tough, because they are connected to their deeper reasons for pursuing them. They are able to bounce back from setbacks, maintain a positive attitude, and keep moving forward because they are emotionally grounded. In everyday life, emotional intelligence makes a noticeable difference. It helps you stay calm during a disagreement, apologize when you're wrong, forgive others with ease, and handle criticism without letting it destroy your self-worth. It makes you a better friend, a stronger leader, a more compassionate partner, and an overall more balanced individual. It also helps in decision-making as it allows you to factor in both logic and feeling, creating more thoughtful outcomes. Like any skill, emotional intelligence grows with practice. It takes mindfulness, reflection, and a willingness to grow. But as you work on it daily, by pausing before reacting, listening more deeply, showing empathy, and regulating your emotions, you begin to transform not just your relationships, but your entire experience of life. You become someone who brings calm into chaos, clarity into confusion, and heart into every interaction. Financial literacy and independence are essential life skills that every woman should prioritize. Understanding how money works, how to manage it, and how to grow it is not just about wealth, it's about freedom, confidence, and security. For too long, many women have been conditioned to rely on others when it comes to financial decisions. But true empowerment comes when you take full ownership of your finances and build a future that reflects your values and goals. Financial literacy starts with the basics, knowing how to budget, save, and avoid unnecessary debt. A budget isn't about restriction, it's about awareness. It allows you to see where your money is going and ensures that your spending aligns with what truly matters to you. When you track your income and expenses regularly, you gain control over your financial choices. You stop living paycheck to paycheck, and you begin to plan proactively rather than reactively. Saving is the foundation of financial stability. Having an emergency fund, even a small one, gives you peace of mind and protects you from unexpected setbacks. It's the difference between a crisis, becoming a financial disaster, or just a bump in the road. Saving also builds discipline. When you commit to putting away a portion of your income regularly, you're telling yourself that your future matters and that you are worth investing in. Beyond saving, understanding how to use credit wisely is crucial. Credit can be a powerful tool when used properly, but it can also become a trap if not managed carefully. Learning about interest rates, credit scores, and debt repayment strategies can protect you from financial stress. Avoiding high-interest debt and paying off balances on time not only saves money, but strengthens your financial reputation. Investing is another area where women must become more confident. Historically, investing has been male-dominated, but that narrative is changing. Women are increasingly realizing that investing is not just for the wealthy, it's for anyone who wants to grow their money and build long-term wealth. Even small investments, when started early and done consistently, can lead to significant growth over time. Understanding stocks, mutual funds, retirement accounts, and compound interest can open the door to financial independence. Financial independence goes beyond numbers. It's about having choices. It means being able to leave a toxic job or relationship because you're not financially trapped. It means having the ability to support your family, pursue your dreams, and live life on your terms. It creates space for you to make decisions based on your values, not out of desperation or dependence. It's about standing strong in your own power and knowing that you have the resources to support yourself no matter what. Part of building financial literacy also involves educating yourself continuously. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend workshops, and follow experts who simplify finance in ways that resonate with you. Don't be afraid to ask questions or seek help. There is no shame in learning, and the more you know, the more confident and empowered you will feel. Lastly, it's important to normalize conversations about money. Talk to other women about finances, goals, and strategies. Share knowledge, support one another, and break the silence around money matters. When women support each other financially, they build stronger communities and inspire the next generation to do even better. Every day presents an opportunity to take a small step toward financial empowerment. Whether it's learning a new term, reviewing your budget, or saving a little extra, each action adds up. And over time, those small steps lead to big changes. Financial literacy and independence are not just goals, they are powerful statements of self-respect, responsibility, and freedom. Personal health and well-being are the cornerstones of a balanced, fulfilling life. When a woman prioritizes her physical, mental, and emotional health, she strengthens every other area of her life: career, relationships, creativity, and purpose. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's an act of self-respect and empowerment. It's about realizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup, and that true success begins with feeling whole, energized, and at peace within yourself. Health is not just about the absence of illness, it's about feeling strong, vibrant, and capable of living life fully. It starts with physical care, getting enough sleep, moving your body regularly, staying hydrated, and fueling yourself with nourishing food. These are basic habits that form the foundation of well-being. Yet in the rush of everyday life, they are often the first things to be neglected. Skipping meals, staying up late, or neglecting movement may seem harmless in the moment, but over time, they drain your energy, dull your mind, and weaken your resilience. Small, intentional choices each day can create major improvements. Choosing to take the stairs, cook a simple, healthy meal, or take a short walk outside may seem minor, but these actions add up. They send a powerful message to yourself that your body matters, your energy matters, and your health is a priority. Listening to your body and honoring its needs is a vital act of self-love. Mental and emotional well-being are just as important. In a world filled with noise, pressure, and constant comparison, protecting your peace becomes essential. This means setting boundaries with people and situations that drain you, learning how to say no, and creating space for rest and reflection. It means allowing yourself to feel your emotions instead of suppressing them, and seeking support when needed, whether from a friend, a therapist, or a quiet moment alone with your thoughts. Stress is an unavoidable part of life, but how you manage it makes all the difference. Practicing mindfulness, journaling, meditating, or simply taking deep breaths during tense moments can help you reset your mind and stay grounded. These practices aren't just trends, they are tools for resilience. When you make time to check in with yourself daily, you become more emotionally intelligent, more present, and better equipped to handle life's challenges with grace. Social connections also play a key role in well-being. Spending time with people who uplift you, who listen without judgment, and who encourage your growth can be deeply healing. Nurturing meaningful relationships brings joy and helps buffer the tough times. On the other hand, letting go of toxic dynamics or relationships that cause anxiety is crucial. Your environment has a powerful effect on your health. Choose wisely what and who you allow into your space. Well-being also means having a sense of purpose. Doing things that bring you joy, challenge your mind, or make a difference in someone else's life boost your overall health. Whether it's through your career, a hobby, volunteering, or a creative outlet, finding fulfillment outside of responsibilities is vital for a balanced life. It helps you stay motivated and connected to your inner self. Personal health and well-being are not about perfection. They are about consistency and compassion. It's okay to have off days. What matters is your commitment to coming back to yourself again and again with care and intention. Every day is a new chance to make choices that honor your body, mind, and soul. When you treat yourself as someone worthy of care, you not only feel better, you show up stronger in every area of life. And in that strength, you inspire others to do the same. Setting boundaries and managing time effectively are essential skills that allow women to protect their energy, prioritize what truly matters, and live with intention. Without clear boundaries and mindful use of time, life can quickly become overwhelming. Responsibilities pile up, burnout creeps in, and there's little room left for joy or self-care. By learning to say no, honoring personal limits, and being intentional with how time is spent, a woman reclaims her power and directs her life with purpose. Boundaries are not walls, they're guidelines that help define what is acceptable and what is not. They communicate how you expect to be treated and how you choose to interact with others. Whether in work, friendships, family, or romantic relationships, boundaries protect your mental and emotional well-being. When you don't set them, people may unknowingly overstep, leading to feelings of resentment, exhaustion, or being taken for granted. Setting boundaries begins with self-awareness. You must first understand what your limits are, what drains you, what energizes you, what behaviors you will and will not accept. Once you're clear on those, the next step is communicating them clearly and respectfully. It can feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to putting others' needs ahead of your own. But boundaries are not about being mean or selfish. They are about self-respect. One of the most powerful boundaries you can set is around your time. Time is one of the most precious resources we have, and once it's spent, it cannot be regained. Managing it wisely means being intentional about where your energy goes each day. It's about recognizing that not every request, invitation, or task deserves your attention. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Effective time management starts with setting priorities. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What are the goals I want to reach? And what steps are needed to get there? When you're clear on your priorities, it becomes easier to organize your time around them. Instead of reacting to everything that comes your way, you begin to take control of your schedule. Planning your day with purpose, using tools like to-do list, calendars, or time blocks can make a big difference in how much you accomplish and how calm you feel. Another key part of time management is learning to say no without guilt. Many women are raised to be people pleasers, feeling obligated to say yes to every request. But overcommitting leads to stress and dilutes the quality of your presence. Saying no is not a rejection of others, it's a yes to yourself. It's a way of making space for what's important rather than filling your life with things that drain you. It's also important to schedule time for rest and joy. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. Making time for things that replenish you, whether it's a walk in nature, reading a book, or spending time with loved ones, helps you show up as your best self in every area of life. Without rest, even the most efficient schedule will eventually lead to burnout. Boundaries and time management go hand in hand. When you protect your time and energy, you create a life that reflects your values, supports your health, and fuels your growth. It's not about rigid control, but about living with clarity and balance. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you say yes to something that does. And that is how you create a life that's not only productive, but deeply fulfilling.